Hey, it's Mayo here, bringing you a commentary tips video of Friday the 13th, the game. This was just a match I was going to play around with, but it ended up being a really good match, so I went and uploaded. As you can see, there was only 4 counselors there to go against Jason. Normally there's either 7 or 8 counselors that we get to work with. So knowing there was only 4 of us, I didn't think that we had a really good chance. Starting out this tips video, go into the repair shop. If you see that, if you're next to it on the map or you see it on the map, go in there. Oh, didn't mean to do that. The repair shop normally has some really good stuff there. You can normally find either a flare gun or a shotgun there, and you can normally find a part to the car, or at least either a part to the car or to actually the fuse. So if you see this, it's definitely a good place to start out. As you can see right there, I picked up the battery and then I put the battery back down. You want to play to your character's strength. I'm playing Bugsy right now. Bugsy has, I believe, a 8 stamina and his speed is 9, if I'm not mistaken, or I might have that backwards. But his repair is pretty low. I believe it's like 1. So I don't want to try to repair anything with Bugsy. So me leaving that battery right there is going to make it easier for other counselors, and is actually going to come into play later on in this game. One other thing I like to do is whenever I'm not sure where Jason's at, but I think he might be nearby, is I will hide behind something just in case he teleports and he tried to teleport on top of me. So hiding behind stuff, it might mess up his shift. Alright, I see Jason on the map right here. I'm looking to see if he's pointing my direction. So I'm trying to keep my noise to a minimum. It looks like he's looking the other way, so I'm taking off. I go to this house and I see that it's a really small house and someone was already there. If you see the door locked and and it's a small house, there's really no point to go into it, so I went to another house. This house turned out to be small as well, so it kind of backfired. Going to these houses with only like 1 room and no really good exits is basically a death trap. You want to try to avoid these houses, or if you are in these houses, you want to get out as soon as possible. So I want to try to get everything I could out of this house and end up finding a fuse box, so that kind of worked out for us. But now I think about it, I probably could have went out that window. So right now I'm just trying to figure out where Jason's at, what is he doing. So just trying to play it cool right here. This is a technique I do whenever Jason's breaking down the door. I don't see a lot of people doing this, so it might help him out. Jason's chomping away at the door. What you're about to see is what happens when it goes wrong, but I'm gonna show off a video where what happens when it goes right. As you can see, one of our people just left, so that 4 counselors went to 3 counselors. So Jason chopped it down. Instead of actually using the animation to break down the door, he just chopped it down. So I was kind of stuck in there, so thank goodness I had a healing spray and I had the thick skin perk on. Okay, so this is another match where I was Tommy, and this Jason put down traps to kind of keep me at bay, and he put traps in the window. So I only had one way of getting out, and that was through the door. So that's one thing you can do right there. It's just whenever he's in the animation of chopping down the door, once the animation is over with and the door is broken, you can just take off. But you don't want to be too close to the door, or he'll actually hit you with his with his weapon. So yeah, that will help out a ton for people who are trapped inside the house and they don't have a escape route. I put down the fuse right there because like I said earlier, I want to play to my character's strength. Bugsy can't repair very well, so whoever comes across that fuse later may actually be able to call the cops. So I just left it right there, and that way that fuse will show up on the map. So whenever someone opens up their large map, they'll see that fuse on the screen. Placing down traps right in front of the door is really helpful. It kind of gives you a bit of a safe net just in case he breaks down the door and you don't realize it, so it helps out as well. So especially if you know he's nearby. I'll go ahead and lay down a trap in front of the door. I'm not sure what I was doing right there. Alright, he's throwing knives at me. So, and basically this is what I'm just doing. I'm trying to annoy Jason. Like I said, playing to my character's strengths. You know, my character has the ability to actually fight back against Jason. You know, characters like Bugsy, Vanessa. I would even go as far to say, you know, I believe his name is Adam and Chad are also pretty good at, you know, fighting Jason, and even Fox. So there's just some characters that are just better suit to actually go up against Jason. So I wanted to try to help out this guy as much as I could, but I want to go ahead and get out of there and get to safety as well. I think she basically just died, so I wasn't able to help too much. So now he's coming for me. Alright, this is where the fun part starts. I hear Jason chopping away at the door. That means he hit the front. I check my large map to see where I need to go next. You always want to do that before you just take off running in the night. Check your map, find a place to go, and then take off. I see the door locked, but I see my stamina is getting pretty low, so I want to try to get inside, recover my stamina. That's whenever your stamina gets below half, that's the first thing you want to think about, is where I need to get somewhere so I can recover my stamina. You never want to be outside and your stamina like low. Alright, just get my stamina back. You know, I know Jason's probably still nearby, so I want to go ahead and put another trap down just in case he show up. There we go. Alright, now time to check the house. I see that that person died, but he did come back as Tommy, so that's gonna help out a good bit. Bam, another pocket knife. There's no better feeling while playing Friday the 13th than finding a pocket knife. It's just, when you get a pocket knife, it just makes the whole game just feel, you know, a little bit better. All right, so I see someone driving in the four-seater car. It's good. You know, we might be able to get out. And just like that, Jason just right there. I was making sure he saw me before I went back inside. I'm just trying to annoy Jason as much as I can, seeing where the car is at, seeing if I can do anything to help out. Alright, figuring out what to do next. I see the car is here. And this dude is a team player. He's already beeping the horn, letting everybody know, hey, the car is here. The car is here. Come out. And I hear the car crash, so that's not good. So I want to try to go out there, but I don't want to go through the window because, you know, I don't want to take damage from the windows. Alright, so he's getting back in the car. He's trying to turn it back on. Just trying to get Jason's attention. And now he got the car back going. So now we straight. Bam. I hit Jason with the moves. And now this dude's nice enough to pick up everybody. And it's the Deborah chick. She's really good at repairing. So she saw that battery that I left at the map at the very beginning of the match, and she went to the four-seater. And she put the car together without alerting Jason. So you want to try to have a character that matches everyone's strength. You know, I had Bugsy who's able to keep Jason's preoccupied. He had Deborah, who basically had time to put everything together. and Tommy just came back to kind of help out as well. So with 3 people, we was able to escape with only 1 person dying. That was pretty good. So hopefully the video helped out. You was able to learn something from it. Thanks again for watching, and you take care.